Hello. Just doing some searching on YouTube and around the internet for different ideas for source material for some of the things that I'm going to be working on. I just wanted to share with you, how I search. When I'm searching on YouTube, the first thing I do is, decide on, what I want to search for, what keyword. The first things that are going to come up are the things that were posted first that matched. Some of them may be a few years old. Because they come up first, they're going to have a lot of views. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're the best videos. So what I do is I go to the search option, go to the sort by option, and change it to upload date. View count really means nothing. It just means that it's been on YouTube for a long time usually, or that it has a picture that looks interesting, or maybe a really good description, or a tricky title, and it just starts getting a lot of view counts. If a video has been on for 3 years, even if it's a really crappy video, it's bound to have a lot of ratings. The videos that will come up now are the most recent that fit your keyword that you're searching for. After I've looked through pretty much all the newer ones and get to ones that I've seen already, then I start looking for that keyword in different languages. I take my search word, then I go to a translation website. And this is the one that I use. It's freetranslation.imtranslator.com. First thing I'll do is I'll paste my word that I'm searching for in the top box, the original text. And then I'll select the language, which for me is English, and then select the language of the translation. And there are a lot of choices, and I usually start at one end and work to the other. You'll notice that there are a few other things you can select too, and one of the things is back translation. And I'll select that because it can be very useful. When you do your translation, you'll see that it'll come up, it'll say back translation, and in this case, the back translation is not what I'm looking for. So what I'll do is I'll change my word. It usually means just shortening it. Now when I do the translation, the word in the back translation is what I'm looking for. It's more relevant. I'll just copy the translation and then go back to YouTube and paste it in the search engine. When I did my search in this language, this is what came up. And there's a little box there for translation to my language, and it's usually kind of helpful to click on that. It helps you to sort of weed through, because some of them are, they'll be like really totally irrelevant of what you're looking for. Down at the bottom, you see there's only 4 pages, so I won't bother to change the search options for the most recent because there's really no need. There's only 4 pages. Sometimes you'll find that the most recent ones, they're still, quite a while ago. This one was a year ago, but still it's, worth checking out. When I go to the video, the first thing I do is check to see if it is relevant, of course, and then to see if there are other videos by that person that may be relevant or even more relevant to what I'm searching for. I'll drop down the box of the description because a lot of people put URLs, or maybe even more relevant things on that site. Another thing I do, if I'm interested in the video itself, is I'll do a copy and paste on the title of the video and go back to the translation website and do the same thing and just change the languages so it translates back into English. And again, I'll use that back translation button because this time I can understand the translation, but sometimes, and I'll show you for an example, if there are words that are too close together, in other words, they didn't skip a space, and I'm assuming it's a type of slang when you're typing to not put spaces between certain words, but it changes the meaning of the translation. So when you do the back translation, it'll help you to figure out if exactly why it's not working, if you need to go up in there and between those words put spaces. Once I've gone through YouTube for a certain search and found pretty much everything I was looking for, I like to take that translated word and go to a search engine. I usually use ask.com, and I'll select images and do a search. I have a folder on my desktop on my computer of reference images, and they can be anything from, sometimes I'll just search for like, a certain type of animal, or I'll search for, a type of architecture. If you have any suggestions or comments, different ways that you look for source material, leave a comment, and thanks for watching.